Here's the question. What's the best way to create a sense of urgency without coming across as pushy? This is the classic sales question. How do you, all right, so here's the scenario. You have on your pipeline and your sales forecast, you've listed ABC company is going to close by the end of the year 2019. Problem is, they're not signing the contract. They're not answering your phone calls. They're not even answering your emails. And you told your boss you're going to close this thing. And you've already spent the commission mentally, or maybe even physically sometimes. Yep. And so you want to create a sense of urgency to get the deal done, right? Classic scenario. We've all had it. If you've been in sales at all, you've had this situation. Okay. Now, the standard way to do it is to email the prospect with a discount offer, right? Hey, if you buy by the end of this year, we'll take 10% off. Why is that not a good idea? Anybody know?
Does it make your product seem lesser than when you discount it?
Oh, man, you sound like you're a used car salesman who, their prospect just decided to walk off the lot and not buy. So what happens? They run after you and say, hey, wait a minute. Yep. Let me talk to my boss, see if I can get something off that list price, which is so sleazy. All right, it is so sleazy, and it does degrade the value not only of the product or service, but also of the prospect's vision of you, perception. That's thank you. There's the creative guy. Their perception of you and your company. Now, they might appreciate the discount, all right, and it might help, but certainly the overall value has gone down. And here's the other thing too: your gross profit margin just dropped a bunch, and you set the precedent that this is the way we do business. So if they become a customer or a client, and the renewal time comes around, or additional services or products need to be bought, guess what they are expecting you to do? Fold like a lawn chair, of course. Yes.
Do the same thing.
Yes, exactly. So it just sets that whole precedent, and it's just not good business. So many times we can close business without discounting. So let's not do that. And let's not inundate the prospect with emails and voicemails. And so some people say, stalk them, show up at their front door, and just don't go away until they sign the contract. Look, people think that they're good salespeople because they can close deals. But if you close deals that way, you're nothing but a pushy salesperson. Don't do it. Don't do it. So how do I answer, this is Casey's question, how do I answer Casey's question about creating a sense of urgency? You do that from hello, not late in the sales cycle, but early in the sales cycle, by discovering what we call pain. Pain is the reason why people buy. It's either to get away from a negative situation or go toward a more positive situation. And if you explore those things with your prospect completely, I mean completely, what's going on, why is it going on, and what is the impact on this person personally, then you can always come back to that. Talk about opportunity costs. You can talk about not fixing the problem, whatever it is, and the emotional part of that equation is what drives the sense of urgency. Here's the other aspect of this is you can't care. You can't care if they're going to buy from you or not, now or later. You just can't care, because as soon as you need the deal more than they need you, you got a problem. And that's today's sales tip: how to create a sense of urgency. Find out the pain and the emotion that goes with it, and you'll get there.